hearing. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel. How you doing? This is eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I have another message for you. It's like, damn, bitch, don't you get tired of reading? Do you get tired of watching 1,000,001 goddamn tarot readers? All right then. They all have. Sometimes they have repeating messages. Sometimes they don't. If you're drawn to it, if you're drawn to me, welcome. I hear your parents talking about you in private, right? And they're speaking about your progress, and it's very interesting, in how they're speaking about you. The first card I flipped out was spiritual growth, 9th house, but you also have Sagittarius right next to it, and you have 10th house, and you have Scorpio. I forget the name of the movie. It was like, what, on Purge Night? Because Scorpio is about purging and renewing. Death and transformation. Out with the dark into the light, out with the old into the new. But I feel like this is permanent with the Scorpio here. Scorpio's fixed, right? And then you got the house 10, that structure, your life mission, your life's purpose, accomplishments, career. Like, I don't think you meant to turn your passion and your therapeutic ways into a full-on, it turned into a career without you unbeknownst to you. Not like all you're doing is just practicing a gift of kindness, as they say. But the first card was spiritual growth. You got some crystals too. Blue spinel, kyanite, cat's eye, rose quartz. So the first one was about your agility, your intuition, and your protection. Okay? Cat's eye, it enhances that night vision, that shadows and the higher definition. And it opens your crown chakra. It promotes good energy for that. It's regenerative. It helps you to regain what once was lost. And that's right on top of the spiritual growth. I still hear now it's not safe for you. Now it's like in a sense of progression. It's like, oh, somebody is pretending not to realize that in order to take accountability, they have to acknowledge that they blocked you. They cock blocked on you. They are responsible for your gifts, your intuition being blocked, making bad judgment calls for a period of time. Whether it happened before, during, or maybe it'll happen in the future. So your the Sagittarius card is about freedom, the declaration of independence, exploration. Like you're traveling, you're taking world spiritual trips. Okay, you're speaking your truth. That's what your parents are talking about. It's like she done got some backbone. Look how she's standing up for herself. Like nobody in a narrow mind would stand up and applaud for somebody who wants to read spiritually, who wants to practice their supernatural abilities, their somatic senses on a platform, reading cards, having been raised by a minister who's Baptist, and you claiming to be religious yourself, even if it's not Baptist. It could be any sect or religion for that matter. But nobody in that narrow mind, in that extremist mindset, would embrace you doing this. But you're doing it. And you got the kyanite, truth, communication, clarity. It's very interesting, the crystals that's on top of these cards. I didn't plan it that way. It just came out that way. You're speaking your truth. It's about your authenticity. It sharpens your leadership skills and enhances communication skills. No, okay. Let me clean up what I just said about who would stand up and applaud for you, because you do have an audience. Nobody would expect this to be the success that it is to be able to stand up and applaud for you. Like, they think it's silly. That's what I meant to say. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. And this is talking about your throat chakra, mass communications, your ability to speak up. So now you got your crown chakra, your throat chakra on both Sagittarius 9th house, which Sagittarius is 9th house. Scorpio. So you got 8, 9, 10. Because Scorpio is 8th house. Sagittarius, 9th house, 10th house, Capricorn. You can have every one of these zodiac signs in your birth chart. You know, you can, reputable site is Astro Sofa. That's the one I like. That seems pretty accurate for me. You can check your birth chart there, and it's free. On the Scorpio card, blue spinal, persistence, fresh perspective, revival. Okay, your energy is alive and kicking. You're vibrant. You're upbeat. Always happy. Always positive from the inside out. So this, I guess, spinal is root word for spine in the Latin culture. It means you toughened up. Like, you done got strong. You got a mean backspin. You got a authentic sense of self. You're not afraid to be yourself, and you're standing tall despite any challenges you face. You know, this is like super cool for workaholics, people who have very strong work ethic, because it comes with having a work ethic comes with that stress and anxiety. That's the last place what I'm getting at with this, what I just heard is, the last place I want to feel stress and anxiety is my work, my everyday work, my survival. And whether you're getting, it's not about you being paid for it or not is irrelevant. But even if it has something to do with your everyday work that you do get paid for, or how you feed your family, the last place you want to feel stress and anxiety is there. You know, it dulls the energy, it kills the vibe, so to speak. So this also speaks to what you're passionate about, like your home away from home. And it's like, why not cut out the middleman and just make my home away from home my home? All right? So it's a sense of resolution. You just put your mind to it and said, fuck that. I want to have retreat. I want to rejoice. I want my home away from home to be my home, and that's the fresh perspective. That's the purging and the renewing, taking out that middleman. And you got the 10th house, rose quartz, love, nurturing, and romance. Okay, you're calling in unconditional love. That's your love for what you do. If I don't love what I do, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna become real prejudiced and resistant. I'm gonna be rebellious. I'm gonna embody that Aquarius energy and just say, I'm gonna flee from it. Like, I don't want it. Okay. This unconditional love is for what you do. It's that spiritual growth. It obviously starts with your master, who you pray to. You know how it resonates with you, and then it trickles down to who you are. And then it trickles down to what you want to do. You know, how are you utilizing that unconditional love now? Because it creates a lot of abundance, and it's very creative energy. It's like, ask me for anything. You can have whatever you want. If you want to make this a success for you, where you don't have to go into any oppressive, mental, straining work environments, like, you don't want to be depressed with what you do, because you'll be a bad worker. You know what I mean? You want to work for the Most High? Why wouldn't He let you? You know, you want to practice your creativities using the Most High as a resource? Why wouldn't He let you? Ask and you shall receive. And this protects your heart. So now you got your heart chakra, your crown chakra, your throat chakra, and your spine. Excuse me. You could have Taurus, Libra, or Leo in your Venus. Excuse me. You could have Aries, Taurus, or Libra in your Jupiter or Neptune. Or you can have Gemini in your Pluto, which is right on top of the Scorpio card, which Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, as well as Mars. Excuse me, I apologize. Those rose quartz, back to what you love, that 10 of Cups energy. And that Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, that mental clarity. Hold on, I gotta clean my nose. Okay, I'm back. I had to wash my hands after I clean my nose. But your parents are like in awe of you. It's like she's always been bold. She always, one thing about her is like she don't stay in a situation that's not comfortable for her. Go be a him too. Like this person is brave. They always go after what they want. They improvise. They know how to make something out of nothing. It's like I feel like you were in hermit mode for so much of your life, and now you've come out of it and just start sharing your voice. I almost think of you like a late bloomer in a sense because you could have been in hermit mode for an introvert for so long. Now they see you as an extrovert. They see you as confident, passionate and optimistic. Like that fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I hear 50 Cent song. I forget the name of it. Where it goes, it's easy to see when you look at me. If you look at, this 50 don't back down. He's insulting another rapper in the song. And that's representing the devil not caring about the people he takes off, not caring about no one. Like he's out to kill and destroy, like by any means deter people from their path. This speaks of new levels bring new devils for the person or people I'm speaking to, but this also talks about the people who really legit is low. It really come from a place where they low key scared of you, but the way they came off is they try to gang up on you. They try to call you a devil worshiper. They try to misuse and abuse you. Like they really try to play you a lot. So your self-care cards, you got aromatherapy, nourish your temple, and health checkup. Go to, the way I heard it is take a day. Start like really, how you have those really early morning appointments, like 6:45, 7 o'clock in the morning. Go to the dentist. Go to get a physical. Go for women, the OB doctor, go get blood work done. Like, do a well-rounded checkup. Check your mental health. Like, speak to everybody well-roundedly about. Just get a whole checkup, okay? Because this is catering to you. You're trying to figure out where there are any blockages, where you need to heal at. That's the purpose of it. 3 could be significant, 38 could be significant, 26 could be significant. But if you put 26 and 3 together, that's 29. That's 11. And so is 38. So there's that. I'm sensing there may be some blockages or something you need to be aware of. So your union, you can manifest. You don't have any blockages. Not in your health and not in your abundance, your harvest. Aromatherapy. Someone can get inspiration. They have like different flowers and different plants in your house. They all smell different. You're a person who's attracted to a versatile, what is it? Your plant style in your home is very versatile. Like every flower pot is different, has a different smell to it. And they all have different energies on it. Like people who like their crystals, you're a person who likes plants and flower pots. around your house because it warms the house up, obviously. But it also, you talk to your plants. It's spiritual. It's a spiritual connection. Um, yeah, like the smells. I get the smells, aromatherapy. Some of you make oils or make some kind of vitamin for plants. Like somebody who's into holistics, but not in a way where you create food, but you create healing uh, remedies to keep the plants, preserve the plants and keep them healthy, keep them growing. They don't have like those dead weeds on it as much. There's somebody who does that, who's going to create like an oil or some kind of spray that you spray on the flowers and the plants, and it revives them, revitalizes them. It makes them like real abundant, like open up like a lotus flower is what I'm hearing. As well as like various of different green plants too. It's not just the flowers. Someone receives their downloads through sitting in stillness to quiet their mind, and the plants. Like God speaks to living things as well. Like you can meet people and they speak to you in a way where you know that's God sending you a message about something you asked Him for, or something that is beneficial for you. That's how this person is about plants. Nourish your temple. Nourish your temple is decluttering your mind in a lot of ways. Like what you do declutters your mind. It could be the person who has the plants, who is the plant fanatic. Like some people love to cook, they're a master chef. You're a master plantologist, if that's a word, if that's a such thing. If it's not, I just made it up. You're a holistic plantologist. You can even create plants. All right, so you getting this health checkup, right? Hypothetically speaking, and a doctor, you get your blood work done, and they tell you what you could improve of, or you might have a clean bill of health. It could be because of those plants, and you use those plants to cure, for remedies for to cure illnesses and diseases. Obviously, because they're God's living things. So anything that comes out the ground is a remedy for something. Yeah. I see somebody creating henna for tattoos. Like somebody knows how to do that. So let's talk about the first thing that I learned. Oh, that all is because the person was in hermit mode. So you're going to start to see this person teach people what they learn from in a holistic fashion about plants as well as food, or different herbs and things like that herbal life, that person. So I want to know more about ninth house, spiritual growth. That's coming. These abilities are coming through spiritual transformations, obviously. Strength. Your integrity is at a peak, is at an all-time peak. This is what you're using as people are bunking up against you. That's why I keep hearing 50 Cent's song where he insults another rapper, Ja Rule. I forget the name of the song, but I know how it go. Where he's insulting insulting his manhood. He's trying to call him less of a man. So this strength is coming through is resilience. There's a lot of resilience, and while you're going through the spiritual growth, these naysayers are being met with a lot of resilience. Wait a minute. There's another reason why I heard this song. It was just with me. It'll come back. It'll come back to me. Alright, I need one for Sagittarius. Nine of Swords. Worrying, anxiety. I feel like you're combating that nasty devil energy. That's the attacks. and you're meeting these attacks with this integrity. They don't know that you don't even, like, you see on this picture, she's walking with this big beast, but this is the Most High sending his protection with you while you go through that. You know what I mean? You're free from worrying and anxiety. Like, you're done with whoever the fuck, like, whoever this is. Who is this needy person that is so attached to you? Like, what were they waiting for you to come out of hermit mode? Like, what? You're not the remedy for their incompetence and their insecurities. I feel like they want to misuse you. They need you for something, obviously, because you're the real deal. Sometimes I feel like they don't know why they need you. Why do they need you? Like, why am I, like, gravitating to this person? Because you're consumed with gems. That's why. You don't even know. Like, this is what they thought. This is what they assume you feel like. You see that light shining on this person? And then you look at this. There's a light in here shining on this person as well. Like, this person's not alone. These people are growing weary with attacking this empress, man or woman. Like, she's innocent. Somebody keeps saying that. Okay, so I want one on 10th house. 9 of Wands. Resistance. You fighting. I feel like there's resources God sent to fight for you so you can focus. Because if you look at this aroma therapy card, she's in her zone. Don't bother me, I'm in my zone. I'm a boss, watch your tone. That's Nerdowick and Wicked Freestyle. But then when you look at Nourish Your Temple, the intellect, hold up, push that out the way. The wisdom and intellect that this person is receiving is why she has such a strong mind. It's why she's able to move with integrity. Like, this person's way too abundant, and a lot of these readings is like, well, you make this person sound perfect. No, I make this person sound realistic. It's unrealistic. I mean, it's not foreign to have haters. I mean, it's not foreign that people will come at you, but she has been disrespected quite a bit because the nine of Wands is like social media attacks. It's like people thumbing down your progress, or just giving you bad reviews on your website, or trying to get your site, trying to get your channel blocked or canceled or some sort. Whatever they do, whatever they have to say, they're trying to figure out whatever they have to say or what they thought they could say to flag it or something like that. It's bouncing off. It's not working. So now they're worried. I think that's the Most High talking to them in that 9 of Swords. Like, bull, please. Okay, spare yourself the public humiliation. All right, one on Scorpio. Yeah, you're stable. You don't have nothing to be paranoid and schizophrenic about. You got backbone, so you're celebrating your victory. You're celebrating your own health and wealth. You're celebrating you. Oh shit, the party don't stop because don't nobody want to be bothered. I can meet new people. This reminds me of Wild Woman and the Blues. In the blues, like people singing the blues, or it could be a jazz singer, somebody who sings the blues, like Billie Holiday or somebody real sophisticated and real charismatic and jazzy. That's why you're integral and you're not even feeding into it. You're protected. Your intuition is protected. You're just a well-rounded boss. People see you for who you are. And they were the rapper that was being insulted in a song, and you're 50 Cent. You're just dominating them. Period. Like people say, and that is with that song, he kind of like destroyed this person's career. That's what you're doing. You're destroying these people's credibility. Period. Why is the 9 of Wands here? The Wheel of Fortune. Karma. wheel is turning for you. Like, it's like it's something about love. Like when people fall in love, whether it's with themselves or what they do or a person, it's like you see these karmics on this wheel of fortune. Look at these succubus bugaboo bitches. Look at that. And the Nine of Wands, they are pissed at your structure, your discipline. You have a life's mission. You have a purpose for what you do. You have a career. Okay, you have an audience to perform in front of, and they're part of it. Believe it or not. That's why you're so integral. You don't even let it bug you. 8, 9, 10. That's progressive energy. Like you're deeply spiritual. You go to other, you can speak and interact from an 8th dimension, 8th dimension, 5th dimension, as well as the 3rd dimension. Like they're basic standing next to you. Like they have no life. They have no oxygen without you. Look how pale they look. They look dead. Playing with that yarn. Like they look possessed too. That's why they on top of that nine of wands. That's paranoid schizophrenic. That's the shit bouncing back on them that they plotted on for you for so. They've been doing this for a long time. 9 months, almost 9 years. Goodness, the past 9 months. Look at this. 8, 9, 10. Look, the strength card is 8. 9 of wands, 9 of swords. The wheel of fortune is number 10. Repeating numbers, 8, 9, 10. Wow. And then you got a 4. There's a 4 card layout for everything. It's 4, 4, and 4, and 4. What's the strength? Yeah, you don't let nobody mess with your intuition and confuse you. But this is stuff that's done in secret against you. Look at her. It looks like she's praying in the third part of the night. But then you got people who wake up at 3 o'clock or operate 3 o'clock at night is praying. God has descended to the lowest level of heaven to answer people who sacrifice sleep to pray to him. 3 o'clock in the afternoon is more like the witches are conjuring up some stuff. Sometimes they do pray under full moons. People do like moon magic and stuff like that. They are meant to distort and confuse you or distort people's interpretation or perception of you. That's why people thought you was crazy, because you're talking to your plants. But who doesn't? Like, you people who talk to pets, they talk to their plants. You have to speak life. You have to speak love. Not life, because they're already live. It's all living things. But you have to speak love into everything that you're passionate about. Like, what's the point? Like, otherwise, like, I don't see how people confuse that. Kyanites. Truth, communication, clarity on top of Sagittarius. What's on top of the Nine of Swords? Eight of Swords. They're jealous. I saw the Five of Wands, but that didn't come out. And it may come out. They're stuck. They're stuck. They're jealous of your freedom. How God protect you when he ain't do nothing for me? Like, why you special? Like, they jealous. Look how he got you walking around with a whole hungry lion. Like, I wish somebody would bother my chosen one. She's pure. Okay? She has options. What do you have? Devil energy on top of devil energy. These people are in jail or locked down somehow. What's the Four of Wands? Yep, Six of Swords. You can't put a price on a peace of mind. You got the balls to disassociate yourself with everybody. I hear some of y'all is your parents. And not the ones that's talking good about you. Some of y'all have parents where they just rough on you. They were just rough on you. On purpose. I hear it's on purpose. What else? Anything else? choices, North Node versus South Node, choice between two lovers. I'm just general right now because it can mean anything. Authenticity, being true to yourself. Your authenticity speaks the volumes where it destroys their credibility for lying on you. Just the way you're carrying on about the situation lets people know, hey man, it's not her. It can't be her. Look how she's moving. She's moving quietly, like she's at peace. See, her back is turned this way, and the Eight of Swords person is that way. Both the Eight and Nine of Swords is facing the same direction, and they're facing confusion. Every time they look at you, they look at your integrity. They look at you like, damn, I don't get it. The man left this confused individual, or these troublemakers. There's more than one. It's like at least three of them that ganged up against you, and the man was with them. Now he's finding pleasure in you, in your authenticity. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, you got the Temperance on the bottom. Healing. Well, that is a spiritual evolution, and that's a Sagittarius card. And the Lovers is Gemini. And the Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius too. Remember I said Gemini, somebody's Pluto could be in Gemini. Because of your ability to challenge things and stand tall in what you believe in. Like, you're super passionate about what you say you're all about. And that's bringing in that Ten of Pentacles. That's bringing in that great health, that health checkup. I feel like you have. You got a spiritual checkup. Check in with the Most High every once in a while and see what He does for you. Holistically, spiritually, financially, family. He put your family back together. Yeah, man. Is it easier to give? Or is it just as easy to be in the energy of receiving as it is to give? You have to learn that. The Six of Pentacles. You needed help. There's a scale in the back. Like you're balancing out your scale of deeds. You have to be able to receive the blessings just as easy as you can give them as you have it. So if you look at the Holy Scriptures, sometimes he put prophets through calamities where they lost all their abundance, their wife, their kids, the whole shebang. They were super wealthy, and and the devil kept coming to the man's wife. I forget which prophet that was. Forgive me. I'll see, now that I'm bringing it up. Now I have to go research it so I can figure out which prophet that was. And the devil kept going to the wife to try to tempt the wife to tempt him. He was sick. He was ill. He had he was a leper or something like that. He had a disease. He lost all his cattle, all his crop, all his money, and his wife made a mistake and fell into the devil's temptation a little bit by questioning, why would God put you through this? You know? And he got mad at her. He got super mad at her. So I feel like in this instance, you lost your stability to some degree for a while. And it was for your spiritual upgrade. It was for your spiritual evolution. That's why these 8, 9, 10 over is repeating. 8, 9, 10. Now I have 6 here 3 times. The Lovers, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Swords. So the numbers are progressive. That means you're moving through your spiritual, your trials and calamities. Like you're moving through it efficiently. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Like you got a strong backbone. The reason you stand out, against everybody else. These are the non-believers. You see that? That's the karmic. The karmics. I don't call them karmics. They're just disbelievers. It's the same to them whether you explain it to them or not. They don't believe. They're deaf, dumb, and blind. They don't get it. They don't get you. But your authenticity, your spirituality, your healing, you're going about things completely different. Even if you once resonated with them, it's not the same. You didn't have the spiritual abundance established as much as you had tangible things established. So they don't understand, like, how you give all that up? How are you okay with not coming down from grace? You never fell from grace. If anything, you were evolved. It just looks crazy to somebody who's not spiritually tapped in like you. Keep going, keep going. Defeat. They thought you were defeated. Like, they was like, people love to see you down. So they had so much to say when you was down. Oh, that's because she's not doing God's work. That was just a gimmick for money, and this and that and that and this. Like, running their mouth to no end for filth. Talking about you like a dog. So now you know who your real friends are. You're no longer confused as to who's for you and who's not. That's a shame when people do that. Yep. Your intuition was telling you what was done in secret. What don't come out in the wash, it comes out in the rinse. And when they're alone with their devils, they say, "We are with you. Verily, we were just mocking at them." And God mocks at them and increases them in their wrongdoing. So now they argue with each other because they don't have you. You. They done shitted on you. You had sense enough to get away. If you felt defeated, by, I don't know how you supposed to feel defeated by them when trial is from God. They have nothing to do with it. They was just popping off about you. But look at your intuition behind that. Cat's eye. You have cat's eye vision. Your crown chakra is open. So you're receiving help from the Most High. There's a completion. The completion is going to be a 10 of Pentacles. You're at a 6 right now. So you still got 4 more Pentacles. And that's getting through that worrying. 4 Pentacles is worrying, lackluster, afraid you don't have enough, possessive over what you do have, out of fear of losing it. So that could be why that part of the story came up where the devil tempted the wife. It's like you almost slipped. You had a slip, but that's repentance. That's what repentance is for. You're getting yourself back on track. Seven. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got progressive numbers. You keep at it. You planted great seeds. Now you're waiting for them to come into fruition. Like that 10 of Pentacles. This is what the 10 of Pentacles look like. This is on the bottom. The Queen. Value. So you don't need me to tell you what that looks like. You put her. They don't hold a candle. It took 3 of them to try to take down her. Okay, her. She, Megan Thee Stallion, her. What could a hoe say? Her. That's all the same person. She. Repeat that over and over again until they get the motherfucking point. Period. Let them sit confused as to how the shit works. Let them sit in secret and plot a plan and destroy you. Shit, you're making remedies through the fragrances of plants. You can tell by the smell what it does and what it's meant to do for whatever. Okay, so the plants heal bad energy. These are gens in your house. The bad energy that they send in your house. That's what the aromatherapy card is. Look at her. She's like a straight asshole. They try to send attachments with you, and through you, they try to put attachments on you and your family. They send that negative energy your way. You cancel it out with your abilities. Different smell. You just put different smell fragrances. You just put more plants in your house because they ward off these negative, stupid energies that these people are bringing to you. Anything else? That's interesting. Water. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water so you can think straight. I got a Scorpio, the death card. I love this death card. How gorgeous she is with those flowers on her head. They didn't know. Look, there's some dead presidents type stuff. Like, they did not know the savage. Purging. Yeah, you're not sitting in darkness at all. At all. Intensity, exposing, purging, renewing. You let these people know. Damn, this is what's on the bottom. You letting them know. This looks like the high rise that collapsed in Miami that time. Not to say that that's what this is, but that's what it reminds me of. Oh, so your house is going to fall on your fucking head. It could be metaphorically or literally. That's going to be karmic for them. For wishing for you, for your downfall, while you're trying to spiritually evolve. Something's going to fall on their head, collapse on their head. It could be their mind just shut down completely and that's it. That's why they playing with goddamn yarn like they're cats. And they're human walking around on all fours like cats. Something collapsed for them. And I think it's more spiritually than it is actually like physically a building falling on their head. I don't mean to freak anybody out. But that's how it's coming to me. Health checkup. What's the health checkup about? What are you going to find out? Deception. Lying sneaky. Well, you could have been a lying bitch. No, I don't have that hot shit. No, I don't need no penicillin shot. Somebody lied on you. And you got the health report to prove it. But who is going to go around to a bunch of nobodies they don't know to prove their case? Somebody lied on you. Somebody is deceiving the people. And how they're going to find out is that person that lied on you and said you made them sick, they're going to start infecting other people. Okay, they're going to have bad kidney infections. That's a UTI untreated turns into a kidney infection real fast. So you're the one that's being advised to tell them, go get a health checkup. Stop worrying about me. Stop watching Chief So and turn the movie on. Damn. His song, Yeah. Yeah, you. Okay? That's why your brain is like, you're hallucinating. That's why you're tripping like that. You got an untreated UTI. Whoa, that took a turn for the nasty. Like, what they mad? They mad at the wrong person. You didn't do it. Who are you fucking? You didn't fuck me. And no, we don't even attract the same people, so you can play me for a fool if you want to. I'm the Queen of Pentacles. I have integrity. That's why that strength card is there. It's like, you don't have to say nothing. Let them play themselves. Let them, what don't come out in the wash comes out in the rinse. They might have thought they were pregnant with the Seven of Pentacles and the Moon. They might have secretly tried to get pregnant but got an STD or STI in place of it. Instead, you got more than what you bargained for because you were deceived. Okay? And that's the purging of y'all. It's like the song Thank You by Jay-Z at the end where he was like, you're inhaling, it's like something he said about the smoke that they're inhaling, and And it's like you knew exactly. It's like they inhaled their own cloud of smoke, their own toxins. They cut their nose off to spite their face, but they inhale their own toxins. And I know the lyrics is like, and it's like you knew exactly how I wanted you to feel. Y'all the ones that feel like shit. That's why the Tower card is right there. Something falls on their head, a big slap in the face, a big ass rude awakening. That's what you get. That's why they, in Eight of Swords, they like mentally baffled. Like, how the fuck did this happen? Because now we the one, how we need a fucking penicillin shot, okay? That's gonna force them to go run for cover, okay? Because they fell in love with a player, okay? And they were the Queen of Wands in reverse. They were whores. They're not spiritual. And there you go with that Strength card. They were weak spirited, weak-minded, vile, and unintegral, okay? And they fell for the okie doke. They were liars, all right? And he is a fucking narcissist, as they say, with the King of Swords, and it's in reverse. Like, read the energy, it reads in reverse, because Page of Wands, he came with very immature energy, and he thinks that he's thinking with the wrong head. As you see that with the wand in his hand, it's like he met his match though, because they can't be sick without him. He's sick too. He met a narcissist for real. He could have gotten this narcissist impregnated, okay, or she's keeping it a secret, or it's showing up in your dream state to some degree that there's a baby. Like, you predicted this in some way or another. Like, this is Ice Queen, or this is you blocking off these people or being protected from these people between this and the Strength card, because it's here twice. Because you moved on. You have no time for nobody's silly ass bullshit, right? And that's it. That's it. Like, somebody did something to your car. Those karmics, they vandalized your car. Guess what? The mercy of it all is you got a brand new one with no interest. That's what I heard. Purging and renewing. That the transformation. I wish somebody would mess with my car. Mess with my Empress. But they all in hermit mode now. They ran for cover. Like, I hear the part in The Godfather where Tom Hagen is arguing with Sonny, where Sonny is like, we going all out. This is after the dad got shot, so Sonny would be the oldest boy, so he would be the first in line to take over the family until their dad got better, or if he died. You know what I'm saying? And so he's like, Tom is like, this is business. The other families won't sit still for this, Sonny. This is business. It's not personal. He was like, well, this is business for shooting my father your ass. He was like, no, this. He said all the other 5 families will run for cover. And they would be outcast. The Corleone family would be outcast. You can't take it to the mattress. You gotta be strategic. You gotta think. You gotta use your wisdom. Okay? You can't be a hothead. You can't be immature. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? You can't be immature. You gotta think like a leader, not like a hothead. I can't stand y'all sometimes. You're always referencing The Godfather. Look at you. I'm a big fan. Yeah, they retreat. They're depressed. First of all, if my kidneys hurt to the point where I can't breathe and I got temperatures past 104 points such or higher, wow, that's terrible. And I'm hallucinating. My brain is like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because I got an untreated illness. And guess what got the remedy? The aromatherapist. What does it say? Nourish your temple. Heal it. Heal yourself instead of acting like an asshole towards her. She would have helped you. Alright, so what's any last minute messages for this crazy ass scenario. You got the Wheel of Fortune and a Chariot. They try to fuck with your car. I don't think they were successful though in vandalizing your car, because you can see it. You would know if somebody messed with it, or you're going to find out somebody was trying to attempted to mess with it, but it's no real damage. But they tried it. You're able to fix the problem. Either way, you keep it classy. You know better and don't say nothing. You just keep performing. You just keep doing you, and they're gonna keep buying tickets to your show and continuously watching you, because deep down inside they really admire you, and they love your intensity. They love your rawness. They love how you just purge through silly nonsense and just perform with such charisma and class and grace and integrity. Whoever this is, and I think it's a man I'm talking to, but it could very easily be a woman. That's end all be all. It doesn't get much higher than that. High Priestess. That's why they were against you. They was accusing you of doing all this stuff because they tried to play you like you're a witch. No, Wicked Witch lyrics like Nardo Wick, not an actual witch. I hear you got me fucked up. But I can suggest some plants to put in your house to get them entities out your private parts. Like, oh, that thing. What's that thing where you soak? It's the flower, not a flower bomb, but it's the thing that kind of like cleanse your vagina. That vaginal rejuvenation. I hear that too. She has the remedy. She puts the plants together in a tea bag. You steam it and put it in boiling water, and you sit over it and let it rejuvenate your vagina or something. It just sucks out all the toxins and tightens and cleanses your house, so to speak. She got it like that. That's what she can do. She know how to kill all that shit. That's what I just got from the flowers. And it's like she knows how to do that. Like that's her gift. That's how she uses it. She heals people. You're sick in bed, she can help you. But you gotta you gotta apologize to her for her to help you. I mean, you can't just do all that stuff to her and then expect her to just say, oh, well, you're a servant of God, you can help. That doesn't mean I have to. You might, I might be interrupting your karma. That might not be a good idea. And closing, close it out. Page of Swords is in reverse. That's a know-it-all. That's a know-it-all. And God exposed them to be just that. A mouth almighty, a bitch, an ass, somebody who's just out of control, just immature, just talking loud and saying ignorant things. They're the ones that's suffering in silence, and they really could use your expertise. And you know what you told them? Call upon your Lord, because I don't have the green light to practice my expertise. I remain kind towards you. I won't cuss you out, but you have to refer to the Most High, because when we were friends, or when we were fake friends, you didn't see all this coming. But you did so much damage. Now you're burning. You can't even go to the bathroom. You can't even breathe. You can't even breathe. Like, your mind is not set up right, because you didn't know any better. You were ignorant. So you can't use my expertise on my free will. You have to call upon your master and pray and see if he'll send me back to you. I don't know if he will, though. We'll see. Take care.